What's going on, everybody? James here from American Drifter, and today I'm going to do a review of the 511 Covrt 18 backpack. I mean, I was going to until they released the updated version, so that always seems to happen to me. I buy something and then they come out with a new version. Anyways, I thought it'd be a great opportunity for me to share this comparison with you so that you can decide whether to get the older version or the newer version. So stick around. Let's do this. Now for this bag comparison, I thought it would be good to do them side by side. So I have the original version on my left and the 2.0 on my right. So as you can see with the padding, they kept the, the similar design with the cutout where your spine would be, and then padding on the, the left and the right side. There is a difference in the consistency of the padding. I feel like both are just gonna hold dirt and sand, so that's not great, but I feel like the older version, they have some larger holes there, so yes, stuff can get in it, but I also feel like there's more room for it to escape. While the newer version, I just feel like it's just gonna get in there and stay in there. But that's just my opinion. There are, attachment points on the lower section of both bags for a waist belt if you wanted to add that. It does not come with the bag. And then there's also a difference with the strap. On the original version, they have this Velcro kind of pull away thing for attachment points. I'm probably never going to use it, and I think 511 realized that most people weren't, so they removed it from the 2.0. Both bags do have a sternum strap, and they are both removable. They have these buckles down here so that you can remove the bag in a hurry if you needed to do so. Moving on to the back panel of this bag, the original version has a place to keep a hydration bladder, and of course a hole to stick the tube through. And the 2.0 has the same thing with that strap, and then also a hole up top to feed the tube through. One of the big differences between both of these is the laptop sleeve in the original version is in the main compartment, whereas on the 2.0, they actually put the laptop sleeve in this back panel of the bag. And you do have this, Velcro strap there to secure it if you wanted to carry a smaller laptop. Both iterations of the bag have a handle at the top. There is a difference in the location though. On the original version, they integrate the handle, along with the shoulder straps. It's very beefy, very ergonomic, comfortable to carry. Whereas on the 2.0, they moved that handle strap to, the main compartment, above the main compartment of the bag. And it's much thinner in my opinion, not as comfortable, but it still gets the job done. All right, moving on to the sides of the bag. Both bags have side pockets or bottle holders. On the original version, it's made of this mesh material. It has, like a small bungee cord to secure that there to tighten down on it if you need to. And the 2.0 version has this stretchy neoprene type fabric. I do prefer, that side pocket on the 2.0, but, both of them are going to get the job done. It's just personal preference. Before I move on to the pockets, let me point out that the older version of this bag does have grommet holes in the bottom. So if you did have any water or dirt in the main compartment, at least it has drainage holes to escape, whereas the 2.0 does not. Moving on to the pockets of this bag, there are some major differences here, so I'll just try to cover it section by section so you can see what one has and what the other one doesn't have. All right, so on the first version, you have these anchor points in the front. 2.0 does not have those. You have these two separate pockets on the front of this bag, and quite a bit of room there, if you wanted to stay organized. Again, the 2.0 does not have those. Moving on to the admin pocket. All right, you've got some hook and loop fields, some MOLLE webbing in here. So it does allow you to stay organized, with pens, or if you wanted to, attach a pouch in here using MOLLE, you are able to do that. The other cool thing about this bag is you can actually take this piece of the front pouch and roll it down, and there are these little bungee anchor points here, and there's that hole there, and this just kind of feeds through there and secures this in place. So if you were in law enforcement or whatever and want to stay covert, you could do that. Or if you were on a mission, you could roll that down and have your credentials displayed here like so. All right, moving on to the admin pouch, the 2.0. You've got this white lining here, and then you also have some moly with this pull away piece of material. I'd like to think this is to, you know, put a badge on or something like that. But if you don't want to use it, you can just simply rip it out and throw it away. All right, you do have a couple pockets here and a key fob. And that's pretty much it for the 2.0 for the front pocket. One thing I wanted to cover before we move on any further, on the 2.0, they changed something about this bag, and they've added, you know, like this, I don't know, like this pouch for a jacket or a helmet, something like that. I did want to point that out because the original version does not have that at all. Moving on to the upper pockets of this bag, the original has a very spacious top pocket here. I can fit my entire hand in there, and it does include that badge sleeve as well. And again, if you don't want to keep this, you can just simply remove it. I happen to think it has an added benefit here. This does kind of help conceal the rear organization of this pocket. So if you left your bag somewhere and someone were to just quickly, you know, open this sleeve or this pocket to see if there's anything in the bag, that kind of help conceals that. But again, you know, if they took a minute to look, they could see that this is just a flap. So you can rip that out, and then you have this larger sleeve in the back, some pin pockets, and a few smaller organizational sleeves there. Moving on to the 2.0, you have one smaller pocket with no sleeves and no pin pockets, so not really a whole lot of organization there. Now, both of these bags do offer a concealed carry compartment that does flow through both sides of the bag. So we'll cover the original first. So it's a very spacious area, and you got some hook and loop Velcro on the back there. So if you had a sticky holster, you could easily fit a full-size handgun in there, no issue. And again, it does flow through the entire bag. Now moving on to the 2.0, it has, I would say, around the same size concealed carry compartment. Same design here, except the lining is white. And again, you see the very spacious hook and loop field for a sticky holster. And again, this compartment does flow through the bag. One other major difference between both of these bags is the original version has this eyewear compartment, and the interior of this pocket has this microfiber-like feeling material. And this is a very large compartment. I would say that you could probably fit, you know, 1 or 8 pairs of sunglasses in here. You know, it's very spacious. Or if you carry goggles, this would fit a pair of goggles, if not 2 pairs of goggles. Whereas on the 2.0 version of this bag, they completely get rid of that compartment. And last but not least, we have the main compartments of both of these bags. And the first thing that you'll notice is they both have 2 mesh pockets, and they're identical in size. The only difference here being that, you know, the material of this one is black, this one's white. And then if you remember earlier on in the video, I mentioned that the laptop sleeve in the first iteration of this bag is in the main compartment. So here it is. It's this nice, large padded sleeve with a Velcro strap to hold that laptop in place. Now, it is worth noting I tested this with my 17-inch laptop, and it was a tight fit, but it will fit. So if you do have a larger laptop, this bag should be able to carry that for you. And then again, reminding you that the laptop sleeve in the 2.0 is in the back portion where the hydration bladder would go. Now, that sleeve is a lot smaller than this one. I'd say maybe it would fit a 14 or a 15 inch, but not a 17 inch. So if you need a backpack to carry a larger laptop, you'll probably want to go with the older version of this bag. What are my overall thoughts of these bags? What do I like, what do I not like? Well, I'll start with the original version. For the pros, I really like the handle on this bag. It's large, it's comfortable, very ergonomic. I like the additional front pockets for added organization. I also like the large sunglasses compartment up here, and the addition of a laptop sleeve that I can use with my laptop, and the grommets in the bottom of this bag make this a preferred choice for me. What's not so great about it, it's a bit bulkier than the 2.0, and for me personally, I don't really have a need for these anchor points, but it's not the end of the world. I can live with it. Overall thoughts of the 2.0, I like the streamlined design. You know, it's a cleaner look. It's not as busy as the original version. And I also like that neoprene-like fabric for the side pockets that, you know, the original version doesn't have. And then I also like the fit of this bag when wearing it. Again, the original is a little bit more bulky to wear, whereas The 2.0 just kind of contours to your body a bit better, in my opinion. Now, what do I not like about this bag? As I mentioned before, that padding material, I just feel like it's going to collect, you know, dirt, and it's going to be a little harder to clean. And the main thing that killed this bag for me is that, I don't know what you call this, like that helmet sleeve or jacket sleeve. I'm not going to use it, and I found that the added organization of the first bag were more of a benefit to me. So that was my comparison between the 511 Covrt 18 older version and the 2.0. For me and my needs, to be honest with you, I like the older version better, so that's probably going to be the bag that I stick with, and I'll probably end up selling the newer one. But I'd love to hear from you in the comment section down below. Please let me know which bag you prefer and why. And before you go, please do me a big favor and smash that like button and subscribe to this channel to see more videos on gear reviews and camping. Stay safe out there, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.